Hi there. So you might be wondering why I haven't been uploading new videos so much, especially in the last week. So yeah, I don't think I haven't actually planned this per se, but okay. So one thing is I've started a course to learn how to channel. So that's something I'm planning on doing in the foreseeable future. Another thing is that I suppose I've been doing it at work as ever, but yeah, I've been doing it at work. And well, I realized that in a way, this whole podcast, the whole time I've been doing it, I've been sort of using it as a crutch. It doesn't mean that it's a problem that I'm doing it. In fact, it's great. And I love it. But it's just with if we're doing something, okay, so there's this idea, if you've got negative self-beliefs, if you don't feel you're worthy, um, there might be two solutions to that, right? One might be to do work of some kind that and then you'll be worthy. Like your parents and society condition you early on into this idea that they may well condition you to this idea that if you will get work done, get something done, then you're worthy in the esteem of others and in yourself. And there's a part of you that will be pushing you to do that. And your inner critic will be, well, criticizing you if you don't. Another way might be to basically try to cope with low self-esteem by escapism, essentially, and that can come in many forms and it can come in the form of addiction. It can, and this can range anything from drugs to watching TV or anything like that. There's a big range of things that can involve. Um, I mean, in my story, which is just a story, I guess I went from following the expectations of my parents to then in going escapism for years and then finding podcasting and doing that and then feeling like I was worthy because and feeling better about myself because I was doing that. I was getting some work done of some kind, right? But then I realized, you know, why should I feel like I need to do this to feel worthy, right? I can feel worthy regardless, right? Just in line with Course in Miracles and what our navigator teaches and so forth. So is that why I haven't been doing it so much? I guess. But I guess I haven't been spending so much time podcasting partly because I'm learning new skills. It started off with learning like at first I questioned just the fact I was doing churning out loads of videos, just reading from texts, which was great and all, but I questioned if I just want to just do that and what direction I want to go in. And it started honestly about 6 months ago when I really, or maybe 5 months ago when I really started questioning this. So then I started learning how to do a bit more video editing and tried out some new things. But as I started trying new things and learning new skills, that might have slowed me down a bit too. And and then I'm starting this new course. Well, there's this new course about learning to channel and on psychic abilities and stuff, which is great. It's just that while my mind's been on that, and also the idea of socializing more with spiritual people, it's just kind of like I haven't been doing so much of it. And that inner critic has been rattling on, being like, well, I mean, and the sense subconsciously of not being worthy has come back because it never really left. It was there in the whole background the whole time, even when I was podcasting. Now, I'm still happier than I've been most of my life, to be honest. Uh, and I realize I've been attached to doing videos. So it's not that I don't want to. I'd like to approach it in a way that isn't attached, right? And I had this pressure on myself. Um, Almost like if you've got this idea that you have to do something, it's not true. You don't have to do anything in particular, right? We can easily fall into this trap, and then you can get stressed. Perhaps I can do the podcasting better if I let go from the idea of podcasting, if that makes sense. Also, there's been some intense energies recently. I mean, I've been saying that for a while, to be honest. There's been intense energies ever since the beginning of 2020, if not earlier, but you know what I mean, right? Um, Also, I had this really good video on Gnosticism, this really good interview, and my hard drive failed on my other laptop, which is kind of, is that a test of some kind? um, yeah, I wish I could have shared that with you. That was fantastic. Um, yeah, if I were to summarize it massively, it's like one thing is that like Gnosticism is like much more symbolic and metaphorical, and all the stuff about the archons and the um demiurge and stuff, like it's not to be taken literally as like these are literal beings that exist there. They represent different aspects of reality. um Fundamentally it's all about oneness and why we're here, and gnosis, and come back to ourselves, I guess, on an individual level, but also on a, maybe that's what it's all about on a universal level. There's much more to it, of course, but I'm sure I'll do more content about Gnosticism in the future. There's also a book I'd like to recommend. It's a book by Bernardo Kastrup, Why Materialism is Baloney. I've been reading it recently. I just finished it today. And it's like, it's making an empirical case for mysticism and stuff. Well, for idealism in this particular case, but it's very similar to mysticism, all is mind and that sort of thing. And I suggest if you're interested in that sort of thing, you read it. Bernardo Kastrup, yeah. I mean, I could do a reading on that. I could just read through the whole text in a whole bunch of episodes. I don't know if I will, though. I could do that. What else is there? What else is there? What's been going on? I just thought, this is more of like an update for you guys so you can know what's up. I'm not losing it. I'm not like giving up on podcasting or anything like that. It's just been a sort of pause while I recalibrate, reconsider, reflect. Yeah. I'm actually doing well, I think. Yeah. Be careful not to push yourselves too much. With the idea of things you have to do. And oh, there's something I realized the other day. Yeah, just yesterday. If you ever feel like you're in a victim mentality, or if you ever feel like a victim, if you accept, let's say, those who you feel are victimizing you, without trying to know them, without trying to be like, okay, I know what they're about, I know what's going on, this is what they're doing, or without resenting, without being like, oh, I should be treated like this or anything like that. If you just accept it, you can have a breakthrough. And I was talking to a friend who actually had that they, when they accepted and let go of resentment and stuff, their situation was just resolved in a miraculous way through, I guess, divine providence in a sense. Anything we can think of as a solution to what we perceive as our problems is nothing compared to what can come into our lives if we open up that space for it. And that's another thing that I'm trying to do regarding how you might know or you might not that I've had issues with the victim mentality, even while I've been doing this podcast to some extent. Less than in the past, but I've had that. So, yeah, I'm maybe a bit of a pause where I'm not going to do so much content. There are still going to be interviews. In fact, there's some really good interviews coming up. Actually, I'm interviewing Aaron Abke on the 2nd of August, which I'm really looking forward to. I've got some good ideas about what we're going to talk to. That'll be great. Wait, there's another one coming up too in August. I mean, I could organize some interviews in the meantime. Have you heard of the YouTube channel Arcturian Light? I'm interviewing the woman involved in that on the 5th. So yeah, there is good stuff coming up, definitely. Yeah. So, is there anything else I wanted to mention? I don't think so. Not right now. But yeah, there's more good stuff coming, and in the meantime, just keep it authentic or something. Yeah, have a nice time in life and stuff. Right, bye for now.